There is something that 99% of people are not conscious of. They focus on the events of their life, on the content of their life, on the upcoming experiences, on the things to do, things they did, on the unresolved things or things they lack. They direct their attention to thoughts, to the mind, and it's like something keeps slipping through their fingers. It's like, I'm going to attain happiness very soon in the future. But this future will never arrive. And there is something underlying the experiences. There is something that is ever present. And I want to point towards this. Because right now you are aware of everything. You are aware. You are aware of the experiences. You are aware of the content of your life. You are aware of your physical body. You are aware of the mind. So there is something that is aware, and you cannot deny it. And the moment we speak of it, we somehow drift away from it. So in the silence, we can somehow feel it. In the silence of the mind, of course. So whatever the noises in this external world, this silence is somehow untouched by it. So what is it that is aware right now? Because you are aware of this physical body, you can say, how my physical body hurts. I have back pain, I have a pain in my back, I have a pain in my arm, anywhere. So you are aware of the physical body. So you are not the physical body. You could say also, I can't stand anymore my thoughts. I can't stand my mind anymore. So again, there is something that is aware of the mind, that is aware of the thoughts. So what is it? So we call this the presence, consciousness, awareness, whatever you like. And this is always here, ever present, untouched by anything, untouched by the content of your life, untouched by all the experience that you had in the past. It's untouched by the fear about the future, by the doubt, the uncertainty about the future. So you can return here whenever you like. It's always here for you. This divine presence. And when you start to notice the space between thoughts, you can see with more clarity, I would say. You tap into a reality, the reality. So what is reality? Reality is just this. Without any labels, without any beliefs, without any interpretations. It's simply this. Without the mind, we could say. It's like you enter into a no mind state, which is not a state, it's your true nature. So let's delve into reality. Let's tap into it. So reality is just this. What is in your visual field without adding anything, without expecting anything. They were simply seeing. So you can notice the tendency of the mind to somehow appropriate the experience. But don't listen to it. Don't add a narrative on top of this. Don't cling to any narrative. Simply be the observer of everything. If thought arises, that's okay. So again, you know the phrase, they come, they play a bit, and then they go. So whatever you see is not you. On a level, is not you. But eventually, when you realize what you truly are, you understand that you are everything. But at the beginning of the path, it's crucial to understand that you are not what you see, to realize what is here. So it's kind of paradoxical. So whatever arises is not you. So just to be clear, I don't want any misunderstanding. So initially for the seeker, it's easier for him to detach from everything that arises, to detach from everything that you see. So initially you are not your thoughts, you are not the mind, you are not the physical body, you are simply the observer, which is here. But eventually, at a given moment, you need to realize that you somehow embrace everything. Everything you see is you. As everything is a kind of emanation of consciousness. All is an expression of consciousness. So again, initially, just detach from everything. Detach from your thoughts, detach from the mind, detach from your physical body. To realize that you are consciousness. And once you realize that, it's a kind of process. You will recognize that everything is you. Even the thoughts, even the mind, even your physical body. Everything is an expression of your true self, your true nature. So it's simply a suggestion. You need to follow your heart. So if your heart tells you, when I say heart, it's within. It's when you follow something, you feel that everything is very light. It's very open. You see. So if saying I am my thoughts, I am my mind resonate with you, that's totally okay. Because on a level, that's true. Everything is an emanation of you. But in my case, I needed to detach from my mind. But it was my path. So it's up to you. Each path is unique, you see? So that's why all the teachers say, don't listen to me. Listen to your true self. You are your own guru somehow. So we simply try to point towards the truth. But so again, the more we speak about it, the more we talk about it, the further we move away from it. So I forgot what I was talking about. I lost track of what I was saying. What was the purpose of this? So it's always the same purpose. The purpose is to guide you towards the truth, which is nameless, which is unspeakable. So right now you are aware of this. You might be in front of your cell phone, in front of your TV, in front of your iPad, I don't know. So simply relax the attention to the whole periphery. You see, I love doing this, like this. Just relax the attention to the whole periphery. Just watch. Simply observe. Don't listen to your mind. And you can see the tendency of thoughts to come here. Hey, I am there. No. Don't listen to it. Thoughts are simply energy and vibrations. So thoughts need to be seized in order to appear real. They need a grasper. So leave them alone. Don't cling to them. Except if you want to enter into the illusion again. But if you're watching this, it's because you have had enough of the illusion. You are tired of the illusion. So, what is here in your visual field without adding anything? Without adding labels on what you see. So reality is just this right now. And this is the only thing that truly exists, is this moment right now. And you cannot fragment it. It's now. It's infinite. So, does it resonate with you? There is simply this, always this. So when you deeply understand this, you tap into reality. And even if behind the camera, your mind or ego tries to understand this, it won't. It's impossible. But something in you feels it. Even if the ego resists, there is something within you that is somehow opening up. There is something profoundly within you that understands this. Because it's a reflection of our being. And this understanding is simply that you stop focusing your attention on something. And when you stop directing this attention, you can feel this sense of inner peace, this sense of vastness. So the attention no longer directs itself to anything. We could say it's a relaxed attention. And when you are into this, thoughts are harmless. Your past is harmless. You don't even care about the future. Your sense of identity is very far, far away. So we are in reality right now. You have always been in reality, but there is this veil that somehow veiled it, covered up the reality. But this was always here within you, in front of your eyes. And when the video will stop, try to rest in this reality. Whatever you do, whatever you have to do, just be conscious of it. Don't add anything on top of it. Just be conscious of all the movement. And you can notice that something within you never moves. The presence, consciousness, doesn't move. It's very still. So you can notice all the movement. From a point of view that doesn't move, that is unchanging. So when the video stops, rest in this. But I don't say it's easy. Again, the tendency of the mind is very strong to come back into the illusion again. But you will notice that you will have some moment of clarity, longer and longer, more often and more often. But you have to be aware when you return into the illusion. And you will have this kind of click more often and more often, like, okay, I came back into the illusion. And then simply, you can take some deep breaths. You can simply focus on the now, without a separate entity, without the I is doing something, without the I am drinking something. simply drinking. Simply this. You need to remove the I from everything you do. And I always share this. Just simply focus on your breath. Simply the fact of focusing on our breath. It's like it helps the attention to stop focusing on thoughts, on the mind. So deepen and expand those moments of reality, these glimpses of reality. And when you deepen, when you expand them, it's like, it's again a metaphor, but there is no turning back. It's like you keep expanding consciousness. The more you expand those moments, there is no turning back. You cannot come back to where it was. It's again a metaphor. So just be careful with what I am saying, but it's like over time, even if time doesn't exist, but again, it's an analogy, metaphor. The more you are gaining some moment, some glimpses of what you truly are, there is no turning back to this. So it's like a flower that is blossoming, you see. So it cannot go back like this. It's always opening up like this. And once you will recognize that you have always been this. Always. So does it make sense? Does it make any sense to you? Sorry, because it's very kind of challenging to explain that. We try to put words on the unspeakable. So voilà. So don't get trapped by the ego, because the ego will try to appropriate these kind of experiences. So I had a profound experience with God. It wasn't there, bro. There was simply consciousness. Simply that. It wasn't there. Even if you want to get this for your own life, it wasn't there. It wasn't there. Sorry. So again, trust in yourself. Trust in your deepest part of your being. Much love.